I don't understand why you're bringing so many books.
Well, I don't see what your objections are to my taking a canopy.
We're only going for 2 days.
You've hardly brought more than a flask and a bedroll.
I'm surprised she took the bedroll. I've seen her sleep on roots.
I don't sleep on roots. I sleep amidst the roots. If you do it right, it's like being cradled. A tree hug. Emmerich wants to see more of Ferelden, so we're going camping. But he's treating it like we're going to an academic thing.
An expedition can have its earthly comforts.
You want to bring a shaving kit in the woods.
My dear Harding, a gentleman is never without a brush and a razor.
The whole point of going to the wilds is to get away from all that. So what if you get muddy and smell a little bad?
One can enjoy the scenery while remembering to bathe.
Harding, does it really matter if Emmerich brings 8 books?
9, actually.
And Emmerich? So what if Harding is fine sleeping on dirt?
Not all the time. Okay, Rook, I know. This trip's supposed to be fun.
I really have looked forward to you showing me more of your home, Harding.
Me too. Oh, and I'll make us sandwiches.
Ah, your famous ham and jam slam?
Well, yam and jam slam because you don't eat meat. So I'll use yams.
How thoughtful. Thank you, Harding.
Hey, Rook. I was planning to take us on to the woods in Arlington soon. Want to keep us company?
Sounds good to me.
Hassan will be glad to hear it. Needs to stretch his wings.
Hey, Rook. Come to stare into the fire. I've heard that helps people think. Can't say I've had luck with it.
Rook, you're here.
Is something wrong?
Viago and Dea sent word. They have information about Ilario. Whatever it is, they wish to speak away from Treviso, away from anyone who might be listening. They won't put more to paper. I need to meet with them as soon as possible.
Hassan can get the gate.
Another truffle hunt?
No, we're meeting Eldrin, the old elf I told you about. I spent summers here. Tended Hollow when I was a kid.
Hard to imagine a mighty hunter hanging out with deer.
Not everything in the forest should be hunted. Eldrin taught me. Hassan, hang back. Eldrin, I got your message.
Oh? Who are you?
It's me, Davrin.
I knew a Davrin once. Strange kid. Too small, even for an elf.
Well, now, hold on.
So, this walking mountain of armor I see before me can't be him.
You sure got old and cranky.
You got old and far too good looking. I was always the lady killer.
This is Rook. We're working together.
And can you be trusted around our holler, Rook?
I'd be honored for the chance to earn their trust.
The holler decide that. And if you don't impress them, their antlers let you know. Arlathan Forest is wrong in a way I've never seen.
We know.
The holler aren't coming around, and these old bones aren't up to the task of chasing them anymore. I'm worried they're sick. I need you to check on them for me.
Hassan, I told you.
Is that what I think it is?
I'm looking after him.
Remarkable. A griffin. Never thought I'd see one. Maybe all those summers here rubbed off. The monster hunter turned shepherd.
Davrin's got a soft spot in there. Hassan's digging it out.
Just keeping his nose clean.
Seems my old lesson sunk in. Not every creature in the forest is quarry.
I didn't ignore everything you said. And now, we've got some holler to find.
Davrin, I'm glad to see you took the road less traveled. It suits you.
Okay, what do we do?
Find some stone root, a marple tree, and vannerberries.
I thought we were looking for Hala.
A lot of people would go chasing after them, running around, getting nowhere. Holler can keep that up for days. Trick I've learned. Ringing the dinner bell's a lot easier than searching the whole damned forest.
Here we go. Found a marple tree.
See if it has a dead branch.
Got it.
It's hollow, right? When you blow through it, it mimics a holler's call.
The dinner bell.
Not ringing it yet, but that's the idea.
Here, some banner.
Sweet as candy. Holler lapped them up.
Interesting. Wonder what they taste like.
Don't even think it. Uncle Eldrin let me try one once. As a lesson. It lasted an hour. Paralysis, hallucinations, cramps. Uh-huh. Great for Hala. Bad for people.
Over here, stone root.
Dig up. Good. Hang on to that. We slice away the outer husk. There's seeds inside that mimic the Hala mating scent.
I thought we were ringing the dinner bell.
Maybe it's a romantic dinner. Time to get out that marple branch and call the Hala.
He sounds excited.
Let's hope it's that and not I'm hungry for venison. It's on the other side of this. He senses something. Could be Hala.
We've got a griffin. Hassan could track them.
I need to be careful of the predator in him that's ingrained to hunt and kill things before they kill him.
He'd attack the Hala.
Probably not, but he's never seen one. This is a good spot. Lay out the stone root and bannerberries. Time to blow the horn. I'll let you have the honor. It looks sick.
How long can it last like that?
Another week, maybe? The forest is going rotten.
We need to do something.
Look around for more vannerberries. Hassan, don't you even think about going after...
Davrin, remember, trust.
Right. Turlum. Okay. Hassan, do as I would do, boy. Be nice.
Did Hassan just bring it some food?
He did. I'll be damned. Won't forget that anytime soon. Thanks for helping out.
Something new every day. She could always be like this. There's more to him than hunting darkspawn.
Eyes of an eagle, roar of a lion. But maybe the heart of a holla.
And the appetite of all three? You found your turn.
Yeah, we did. Come on, boy. You did good. We'll need to tell Eldrin about this holla. Easy there, girl. You just enjoy that meal.
So your uncle is quite the character.
Eldrin will drink you under the table, then the floor, then bury you in the basement as a joke. Most of my clan didn't understand why I left. Eldrin had an open mind, saw I was restless.
He approved.
He knew I had to find my own way, though he warned me about joining the Wardens.
Too dangerous.
Too much darkness. Eldrin always preached balance in life.
Not something Grey Wardens seem to know much about.
We reek of darkspawn all the time. I guess that's why working with Hassan, there's something to be said for drawing strength from the light.
Any luck?
We found one. Looked sick.
I was afraid of that. If you can find more Vanaberries.
Hassan took care of it.
A griffin helped to holler?
It's like he was a shepherd. I couldn't believe it.
Remarkable.
Nothing about that in the training manual.
The world knows griffins as warriors who fought darkspawn, but they existed long before that.
Existed as what?
A creature of the wild, free to explore their nature.
But griffins live for the hunt.
So do you. Yet now, you're a caretaker.
I'm proof that anything can change. Don't know if it's for the better.
Nothing about change is ever certain. I once knew a restless young elf who believed there was more to life than shoveling hollow manure. It's the nature of nature to surprise us.
Maybe you're right. See you around, Eldrin.
Trust me, it's her. And we're lucky. If someone found the body before us, she would have been cremated.
I'll never understand that custom.
What are you two up to?
Rook, it's very exciting. Nev's invited me to help solve a murder.
Well, if anyone's going to gather clues from the dead.
I helped the Navaran city guard a few times, but a long-lost crime from the heart of Tevinter.
Let's not oversell it. You ready?
By the flame that stoked you, by the light that rises. Return and speak.
What do you want of this one?
You were a shadow dragon. Someone took you out.
She's already digging in. Be firm.
Why should this one speak?
For a chance to right some wrongs.
One last time.
Speak with no promise of answer.
You helped get people out of the city. Who was the last person you took?
No. Secret. This one's to protect.
They're clinging to a role, keeping secrets.
Fine. Then tell me who killed you. Did you see their face?
Their name gives the other away.
If they came for you, then they're coming for whoever you helped escape.
Nev knows what she's talking about. You can trust her.
Your final task will be for naught, unless you aid us.
This one saw the murderer's face. Piranhas. His son wanted out for Blood Mage family. This one got the son to Azariel. Help him.
The shadow dragons will get him to safety.
Thank you.
The spirit has left us. Thank you for trusting me with one of your dead.
Wouldn't leave that to just anyone. You're a different story. Thanks for the help.
Anytime.
No. I had to kill a man once who did blood magic on nugs. 100 little pigs with hands came after me. All together in one big writhing ball. Have you ever tried to stab a ball of angry nugs? That was a bad job.
I've got a better one. You know what the Wandering Hills are named for? It's a monster. Big heap of red tentacles that crawls around, devouring everything in its path. The damn thing was a hillside, the size of a village. You try fighting a hill with a sword sometime.
How did you kill it?
Lamp oil. Everything stank of burnt tentacles for miles after.
If the two of you were going to open a bottle, you might have told me first.
It's not a good bottle.
Might have to pick up a supply. I have a feeling we'll need it. Is anyone else hungry? Maybe I should cook something.
What about you, Rook? What's the worst job you've ever been on?
Nevin Harding didn't tell you about our hunt for Solus, then?
They don't tell it the way you would.
I mean, it ended with the elven god of lies in my head. Is that enough to win the worst job contest?
You joining us then?
Fine. I'll cook something, if Rook's staying.
Maybe just for a minute.
Rook's story first. Then Lucanus owes me one about this contract on a Bronto.
Mierda. That Bronto.
busters in Docktown? Who's our next rising star?
Why don't you care about
You found something? About Ilario?
Possibly.
What do you mean, possibly? You have something or you don't?
It's Caterina.
We don't know that for certain.
Tell me.
I've got my eyes on Villa della Morte. One of them brought back one of Caterina's rings.
It had been thrown out with the trash. Ilario would never do that. He'd at least pawn it somewhere.
You think Caterina threw the ring away as a message that she's inside the house?
Her opal ring. Lucanis, you know what that means.
She gave that ring to my mother. It was the mark of her favor. House Veilguard killed my parents and sent it back to Caterina to demand she surrender the seat of First Talon. She's alive. Ilario, you idiot.
We need more eyes in the villa to say for certain.
Ilario would tear the city apart searching if he'd lost this. How could she be alive? What is he thinking? How am I supposed to deal with this?
We need to plan a rescue. The sooner we get Caterina out of there, the better.
It could be a trap. We have to deal with Ilario first.
He could still kill her if we move against him. Maker knows what's in his head.
V, you're too pessimistic for your own good. Reason with him, Lucanis.
I thought I had a clear shot at my target. What if I go after him and get Caterina killed? Help us.
How? What do you need?
He'll listen. He always listens to you. Come.
What did you do? Is this the fate? It seems different. It isn't like those fragments of Solus's past in the crossroads either.
Lucanis is here. Always. Behind locked doors. I can't break through.
All right. Let's go get him.
Useless. All of this, utterly useless.
I know this place. It's the ossuary, the prison we freed Lucanis from.
Freed? No. We've always been here.
Right. It's not the real ossuary, but it doesn't seem like a memory either. Lucanis is in here somewhere, right? He's... what? Where they kept his blood?
Yes, go there. But the locks everywhere. I can't touch them.
All right. How do I get past the locks?
I can get past the guards. It's a prison.
Right. What was I thinking?
What trouble you've been.
Nobody's here.
Of course not. Rook,
Me?
If I were in charge, you wouldn't have to do this anymore.
When the demon emerges, let me have his end. Rails, my lady.
Rock, did you forget our deal? You were to bring my grandson back to me.
I did.
You brought me an abomination. Where is my grandson?
tenderness and terror, rage and relief. Old stale fear of disappointment.
This is the Fade. So this Katerina is A spirit? Something like that?
No, Lucanus is mine. They won't dare. Thoughts live here. Ideas, feelings.
She's his idea of Katerina, then. Katerina. Lucanus is trapped, but I think you're part of his way out. Lucanus thinks he disappointed you. With that chaining him, he can never be free.
Is that what you want? To release a demon?
Lucanus is the one who's trapped by the idea he failed you. But you know he's not to blame.
My poor boy.
Still fighting. Tiresome. There's no point, you know. Nothing awaits you anymore. You're long dead.
Don't worry, Rook. I've got my eye on the prisoner.
You've conjured up a friendly face, Lucanus. But your real friends and allies need you. In the real world.
Rook, are you sure Spite isn't tricking you? What if there's no Lucanus, just the demon?
After a year in the ossuary, you might believe that. But you're no demon.
Look around. This isn't the mind of a human being, let alone an Antivan crow.
You're the man you were, Lucanus, even buried in this pain. No demon would punish itself like this.
You really shouldn't trust anything you find in the Fade.
I trust you, Lucanus. And I trust myself to get you home. Let me.
You know that's the kind of attitude that's gonna get you killed, right?
I'll risk it. I have a master assassin on my side, don't I?
Just be careful.
How long are you going to keep doing this?
Couldn't you simply die already? This experiment has gone on for far too long.
Hey, Rook. Should you be here? Can't say it's the safest place in the world.
Strangeness and charm. Something familiar and foreign at the same time. With a little guilt.
Somehow I thought Lucanus would think of Nev as being more... Tevinter?
Tevinter? People come in three kinds. Family, enemies, contracts.
I hope that's just Spite talking. Nev, you need to let us pass.
You know how he is, Rook. Even if you open the door, Lucanus won't walk through it. This is where he wants to be.
Lucanus always has a choice. If he can't see that, I'm here to show him.
You really think you can help him? You're such a sap, Rook.
I think it's time you stood aside and let me try.
What are you hiding, little demon?
Cousin, stop. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad. Rook, you're too good to be wasting your time in a place like this. Forget about my cousin. You've got much more important things to worry about, don't you? You've got the weight of the world on your shoulders. Sharp, jagged edges. Hurt with every breath. Grief and relief. Hope and anger mixed.
Lucanus, you don't owe Ilario a second thought, much less a supporting role.
He put us here. You've got to leave this be, Rook. You turn my cousin loose, it's only going to cause more grief.
This scum doesn't get to speak for you, Lucanus. Everything that's happened is his fault.
Is it? Are you sure of that? Do you really think he made a deal with a demon? He's not even a mage. Or do you think maybe he just found the one there already? He'll carry this prison with him forever. And he'll fill it with corpses given time.
We need out!
You're an Antivan Crow, Lucanus. A professional. Trained to avoid collateral damage and go after the real enemy.
You have no idea what the consequences will be.
Whatever they are, Lucanus, I'll be there to help you.
I can't believe it. You're home. What are you doing here, Rook?
Lucanus.
I have not moved. There's nowhere to go.
You see? He breaks our agreement. His mind is still here. He wants to stay here, so he keeps me here!
Mierda! Why would I want to stay? Even in my head, this place is a nightmare.
Right. But it's a nightmare you already defeated. I get it now. As bad as the ossuary was for you, it was better than the alternative.
What alternative?
The ossuary, Zara, you could solve those problems with the blade, but healing again? Living as an abomination? There's no simple answer there. If you fail, you could hurt the ones you love.
No! This is not... Damn it, Rook!
Make him leave!
He's trying to leave, despite it's complicated. Mortals can't just change ourselves. It takes a lot of time.
Rook, you're right. There has to be a way through this. It's just so much. I cannot see how to begin.
Start small. You and Spite. Figure out a goal you can both agree on, then make it happen.
A contract?
Contracts are for clients. Call this an alliance. But on what terms?
Didn't you just learn your grandmother was alive? What are you waiting for? Go rescue her.
That's true.
Fighting crows?
And anyone else that gets in our way. Do we have a deal? We free Katarina together.
Together? We will fight!
Rook, are you all right?
What's the matter with the two of you?
We worked some things out, that's all. How long were we standing here?
Just long enough for it to get awkward. You're sure you're all right?
We're fine, Thea. Don't waste your worry on us. Can I trust the two of you to keep an eye on Ilario? If he starts anything, I want to know about it.
I was going to do that anyway.
You're planning something.
I'm getting Katarina back. But Viago is right. We need more information before we move. Ilario panicked when I came back alive. If he panics again, he could actually kill her this time. We'll only get one chance at this.
Oh, great. Is it your turn to cook? What's all this gonna be?
Paella. Well, 2 of them. One without seafood for Emmerich.
So, you're making dinner for the team twice?
Everyone has to eat.
Yes, but you make fancy dishes with names. I cook whatever I find in the pantry and hope no one dies.
Cooking is just a hobby. Sometimes it's good to do something that isn't work. Rook, thank you for giving me this contract.